All right, we're at the entry point of the Mississauga River. Here is the Mississauga Dam right here, and this is water flowing. We're going to walk a little further down the road because the water here is obviously a little bit turbulent. We're going to walk a little bit down the road. We're going to follow the portage sign, and I'm going to start our journey. Oh, it took a bit. We finally got the boat all packed in here, and we are all ready to go into the wilderness. So we ran into our first snag. There was a small waterfall down here, and then there's a piece of rock, and we're kind of stuck out here. Right, just a little bit of stuck. So we're gonna try to use this stick right here and push our way free and just continue going down the string. And it looks like there's pretty flat water out there. Right, so went down here, no problem. Came down here. Angel is shaking up. She's like, oh no, what's going on? But it sounds like we're in just a little shallow area. So let's go, let's get down in there and see what happens. Well, it looks like we made that one. And also we made the one that's a little bigger. Look at that little waterfall there, 2 meter-ish drop. This boat handles like a champ. I guess that's the benefit of a inflatable, because they bend. So when you go down a white water, they actually just goes with the water. There's no tumbling. It was actually quite smooth. I think I already skipped 2 portages because going down the waterfall. So let's keep on going. Maybe we'll save some more time this way. So we skipped 2 portages, and at this one I decided to stop and get on shore. And it turns out to be a very good decision, because look at this. I don't know if I'll be able to make through this without topsiding. Oh man, that is quite exciting. Well, here's the first problem of the day. I was getting ready to portage. I noticed the bottom, which is I guess the smaller air chamber, is gone flat. So I am looking through here, trying to locate a potential leak. My guess is when we were going through the whitewater, something got scraped, and as a result of that, it was leaking. But so far I looked through it, I wasn't able to locate it, so I guess it wasn't as obvious. Hey, quick status update. The middle is still not inflated. I was not able to find the leak. Try to put some soap around it and see which way it bubbles, but you really couldn't tell at this point. I'm hoping to move out of this waterfall area so that I can maybe hear things a little better. For now, the main tubing, so the one that actually keeps the boat afloat, they are still fine. So I'm hoping that we can continue to go on to the camp and hopefully make it before sundown. And if not, there are cottages around. Maybe I'll just pop in and ask for help. Well, we've decided to keep on going. So now we are effectively on 2/3 of a boat, because the middle part, as you can see, is completely sunken in. There is actually no air whatsoever, which is great. But the boat still floats because of the 2 massive air chambers on the side, and the chair keeps my ass dry, which is fantastic. Oh, look at this beautiful scenery. All right, so it looks like it's going to be calm water. I am not looking forward to the next portage. I think it's like 100 meters. Not looking forward to that at all. But we'll see. Oh boy, they weren't kidding about the whitewaters. I should have went through another one right over there in the distance. Got stuck. This rod, this makeshift rod I made from a broomstick, Fantastic. Excellent. I'm pushing a boat off a rock. All right, so we are currently just parked down here, trying to get our bearings. I saw this clearing right here behind me, and I want to come in and take a look. Doesn't look like it's a campsite. I don't see any signs or a table or anything like that. But since we'll be on the water for a bit, figured I'll come in, take a look. Angel is a little stressed out on the last white water section, but I'm not, because the middle part is already deflated, so it really doesn't matter anymore. The next worst thing, I guess, is one of the main chambers get deflated. Then we're just gonna have to swim home, which is no big deal. All right, let's get back to the road. I don't think this is our campsite, so I think we got a little bit more to go. I would say in 30 minutes or so, and then we would be at campsite. It looks like smooth country from here. So take a look. There we go. That's where we're going. Hey, Angel. How you doing? Well, it looks like I might have slightly underestimated the distance. I said 30 minutes ago, and that was... What time is it now? That was like 15 minutes ago. But I am close. But look at this beautiful country. Now, there is a portage line leading up to camp. And so far, the water seems extremely calm. We're actually just, letting the current push us. It's actually quite nice. Let's see. Once we get there, let's see if we need to walk to the camp or we can just roll straight up to the camp. And I hope there's some signage. We have made to the camp safely. And now, the next battle, I guess, is with mosquitoes. Angel, what are you looking at? Are you happy to be at camp? So here is the camp, Camp 600. Let me take you around and see what exactly is in here. Camp 600. All right, it's actually a pretty good site. You are out here. Let's see, any potential hazards from above. Looks all right. That tree is completely dead, so I'm a little worried about that one. If I were to set up camp, I may just go right at this opening space here. Slightly worried about that tree. It's got some dead branches, but I don't see any branches on the ground, which means this is all right. And directly above, there is one branch that is giving me a little bit of anxiety. Tough call. Worst comes worst, I'll just camp right here on the path. Right, these are two very healthy trees. The branches are good, and I just camp right on the path. So here's my picnic table. Here's my fire pit. The previous camper has already left me some wood, so I can just get on with it. I might need to clean the fire pit a little bit, but that's okay. All right, it's time for some nourishment. There's some water boiling. We're gonna make some instant noodles. Let's go, right here. Kimchi noodle with lots of dry veggies, dry beef, dry mushrooms. Let's do this. Well, looks like Angel's having a lot of fun. Angel, what are you doing? What are you hunting for? Is he a frog?
I'm driving down an empty freeway. sunrise behind me.
Okay, well, here is my humble abode. There's my tent. Eventually chose this spot instead of the other one because there's a dead branch really high up that I'm not too fond of. At least this one, the branch which looks dead, is right above my head. It's not too bad. It's a short fall as opposed to that one over there. Alright, it's time to do a little cleaning. I think my noodle is almost ready to go. And tomorrow we're going to explore that side, the wilderness.
I'm seeing the sunrise behind me.
This is 6 o'clock in the morning, and last night was quite chilly. I think it went down to about 12 degrees. Had to put on 2 blankets and cuddle Angel and put on this down jacket on me. But aside from that, it's quite uneventful. The good thing with colder temperatures is that there actually aren't a lot of mosquitoes out here, which is really good. So this morning, I think I'm going to chop down a dead tree not too far from the camp because I'm running out of firewood. And then after that, we're just going to walk along the river and check out what is downstream. I heard there's some waterfalls down here, so go down, take a look, and decide tomorrow if I'm gonna portage or I'm just gonna drive or roll all the way down. That's it. Okay, so this dead tree went down. It took a little bit, but it did go down. Unfortunately for me, this one doesn't have a lot of usable logs because this tree must have been dead for way too long. As you can see here, it's all rotten inside. So it doesn't look like we'll be able to get much firewood out of this. The branches are still good, so I'm gonna fully utilize the branches. But I was hoping for a nice fat log to use as fuel, but it doesn't look like it. So now we're gonna find ourselves another source, but I think for today these branches will do. All right, so here is my fire setup for today. So to the far right you have the fire starters. I found a bunch of dry maple leaves. Actually no, I think these are, what is this? White oaks. These are white oak leaves. Really good for fire starting. I used that yesterday. Here are the branches from the tree that I cut this morning. And then here are bigger branches, and then eventually the fuel to the left. Okay, so we've had breakfast. We freshen up. So now it's time to go that way. And we're gonna go see and check out the riverbank and see how rough the water will be for tomorrow. Well, we didn't make too far. Went out here, took a quick look. We're at this cliff up here. Now I could go down, but it looks like it's going to take us quite far around. Not entirely sure I want to risk that. Let's see. And I also forgot my step counter, so I'm going to go back camp before I venture too far. Get the step counter and then reassess and see if it's worth our while to walk all the way down and come back up. That's it. Decided against hiking downward. Just it's not worth the risk. There's a lot of cliffs and there was well, there's no trail, so I don't want to be stuck out here. Maybe sprain my ankle and try to climb back those cliffs. It's just not a good time. So went into the river, took a shower, and now we're going to try to figure out what's wrong with the boat. Took a look at the backside. I found one tiny hole that might have been caused by the whitewater, but it was not big enough to deflate that quickly, so I have to figure out where else it might be deflating. So let's go and figure that out. So the plan is we're going to fill up the middle part and toss that into the water and then see where it bubbles. Hopefully that will be a very quick one. Hopefully there will be only one leak, so I can patch them up with some duct tape. But let's see. All right. So took the boat, sunk that in, and found a leak. Here's the leak right here. This is right in the middle of the boat. So my guess is this happened when I was going down the whitewater. Haven't seen any other ones. Maybe with the exception of that tiny little one on the side. But let's fix this leak and let's see if the boat stays. And if not, we'll have to fix some more leaks. Alright, let's do this. Okay, so this is leak number 1 patched. Used quite a lot more tape than I thought I needed to. It's really just in the middle, but because it's on a seam, I wanted to give it some extra security, I guess, hence the additional tape around that. So I pumped that up, and guess what I found? Here is leak number 2, and by the looks of the scraping, it also looks like I got it from the whitewater. Okay, so now let's patch this baby up to? This one. Alright, third time's the charm. Flip that over. Give it a little test. The air holds. I do not hear any leaking so far. So I'm guessing this is the last bit of leak. And the one that I had marked earlier, this one here, turns out really not a leak. Which is a good thing. Don't want any more leak than I already have. Oh, let's wait and see. Last night at the camp, so I'm gonna use I built my own little fire pit instead of using that one so that I can actually see the flames from the bench over here. I'm planning on staying a little bit after dark so I can enjoy the campfire and everything. Angel's been chasing that frog all day. It's about 4 in the morning. It was quite cold, and then I woke up and I just can't fall asleep. So I'm just started a fire and just chilling by the fire. I'm waiting for sunrise. I think I'm gonna start heading out as soon as I have light. So that should get me to the put out. Hopefully before 11:30. If you have to know, that's Angel over there. I was gonna invite her over to the fire, But it turns out she is really obsessed with that frog. She's just camping at her old spot. See if she can catch a frog. But don't you jump in, Angel. Angel, come here. Come on. Did you catch a frog yet? Good morning, last day. Right now it's 6 o'clock in the morning and I'm starting to pack up. So hopefully we will be at the takeout or put out pretty soon. This is it. Everything's all packed up. We got everything packed in about 20 minutes. I'm going to do a walk around the campsite and we're ready to go. Right now it's 6:40 in the morning. And if I want to get there by 11:30, that gives me a good 4.5 hours. It's not too bad. Still a bit of a mist on the water. I see the water is moving. Hopefully there is enough water near the whitewater section for me to just power through, but we'll see. Okay, everything is loaded and we're ready to go. Right now is 6:55, just on schedule. Let's go. This is beautiful water. Right now the boat is just floating with the river with a little mist. Angel is like, why are we doing this again? I promise, Angel, no more excitement today. We'll portage where we can. Ready, Angel? You better hold on. That's a pretty exciting one. Oh, it's not that exciting. Sort of exciting. That one sounds more exciting. Let's see. I'm gonna make that one. across. Too excited for you? Alright. Might be a little too excited. Alright, Angel. I don't know if you're gonna do that. Might be able to do it, but that's a state. Stay. Okay. Where do you want to go? Angel, you already made landfall. Oh, that's good for you. I gotta figure out where to go. Hold on. Let's see. Alright, so this is the part that I was hoping that we'll go through, but looking like is probably not going to be the case. And if you look into the distance, it looks like there's another waterfall back there. So I parked the boat, right? I don't know if you see it. Right there. There we go. We roll up all the way to the waterfall, and I was like, nope, I don't think we'll make this one. So I rolled it back to shore. Angel is already happy on this island. I don't even know where she is. She's back there somewhere. Angel, come here. Yeah, she can't wait to get off the boat. So, here's the plan. I'm going to drag this boat across this little island, and then I'm going to cross this lake, which looks relatively calm. And then I'm going to manage to climb those cliffs and then go back onto the portage. So that's where that's supposed to be. So you walk along the forest downward until all this craziness is over. I should have portaged. You know what else sucks? I think the bottom of this boat has some water in it. As a result of that, it's getting quite heavy. So I'm going to do 2 trips. Hopefully it's not too far of a walk. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so we successfully portaged for a little bit. It looks pretty smooth down this way. Now looking back, I wonder if anyone could come down like this without breaking their boat. This is quite a waterfall. That is quite a waterfall. I mean, good thing we didn't cross all the way, because that would have been 500 meters. And I am not a big fan of carrying this boat. But, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, let's keep on going. Okay, second portage of the day. Another waterfall that I cannot cross. Except this time, I figured out how to carry this boat without deflating it. However, still a little too heavy to carry everything in one sitting. Oh, so there's a short one, it's 140 meters. I already see the landing. So I'm gonna drop the boat and then go back for the rest of my gear. And I think this boat still has water in it, which is terrible. Well, on my way back, I got a shot at the waterfall, and you be the judge to see whether I could have made it. Here's my portage number 2. Looking at the water, yeah, that was a pretty smart idea to portage. The water is actually quite shallow, which means if I were to attempt to go through this on a boat, I would have been stuck on there, I don't know, 50 times. So no fun. Portage was a good idea. And behind me, just for future reference, you see that portage sign? And then behind it is campsite 602. You do, actually hold on, I don't think it's 602, I think it's 604, hold on. The point is, you do not want to book this campsite, because this is one of those campsites that everybody's going to go through. So, if you can, do not book this campsite. This is the boat, getting ready to go. Oh, it is 602. So the one I had before was 601. Yeah, do not book this one. Could you imagine every morning just seeing people walk through here checking out your stuff? Do not book 602. The view is nice though. You come out here and this is really nice. I still like my campsite way more. This one has got a lot of trees, which means mosquitoes. So 600 is so far the best campsite. 601 was okay, it's overlooking the waterfall, but I cannot imagine the noise at night. How do you sleep through that? Now this is the portage that I expected to make. Oh man, imagine trying to raft through that. I mean, it's not impossible, you just can't be hauling anything because you know everything is going to go into the water. But that would be fun, wouldn't it? Oh, the second leg of the trip turned out to be a lot more exciting than I expected. Looks like there's another waterfall up here. And I see another portage sign. This is annoying. I literally have to unload everything, carry the boat, get our stuff, pack everything in, row across a narrow lake, and then do that all over again just because of these waterfalls. You really gotta pack lighter next time, maybe ditch the dog so I can get a kayak. I don't know. Oh, gives me a good workout though. Okay, let's go. Alright, this is portage number 5 of the day. Jesus, it's taking forever. I think it's already 9 o'clock. Not sure I'll be able to make it by 11:30. Ran into some fellow campers. I was just camping at 603. We'll keep on going. I think there's a couple more portages for today. I think today is going to be a portage day. Alright, let's go. Alright, hopefully this will stay. Hopefully. Nice. Alright. Yeah. One, two. Nice. Nice. One, two. Okay, back. Ready? One. One, two. Okay, on. One, two, two, one. Whoa, 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 tree, tree. Whoa. One. One. Up. 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 Yeah. Whoa. There we go. Yes. Whoa. Angel, how you doing? You look a little shaken up. Just went through that white water. And by going through that, I skipped 500 meters of portage, which is fantastic. It wasn't the hardest thing, but it was not no walk in the park either. When you're doing white water, especially the raft this long, sometimes you might hit a rock on one end of the raft, and it will turn your boat 180 degrees. You just need to be very comfortable with that. So when it's turned, don't try to turn it back right away. Try to see if there's a drop ahead, and if there is, just go with the drop with your back. And then once you finish the drop, and then you can turn. Otherwise, you'll be turning the drop perpendicular to the drop, which is a quick way to flip over. So don't do that. But aside from that, that was pretty fun. Angel did not like it, but hey, it was pretty fun. After being stuck on the river a few more times, this little stream right there, that was nothing. Easy peasy. Angel's still shaking though. Angel, are you shaking? You didn't like that? Well, you get used to it. Looks like we got a few more unnecessary portages. So here's the tree that fell down. And then in the distance right there, there's another tree. The kayaks can go through it just fine with the hard shell. With this one, I don't think so. I hate this. Well, we got another white water in front of us. This one looks pretty angry. Let's hope we don't get stuck. Ooh, it's got stuff in the middle. Be careful with this one. All right. Dodge the trees. Dodge the trees. Alright. Cool. Ah, got waterfall. Good. Angel, did you read the signs? It says danger. This is the end of that very dangerous bridge. Waterfall. Now let's go take a look at the actual waterfall. Let's retrace our steps because I gotta carry the boat over. Oh yeah. Definitely do not want to be flowing down that one. Better shot of the waterfall. Yeah, there's no white water in here. That is a death sentence right here.